If time could be forcibly frozen, if the entire world were locked in absolute stillness, human nature and desire would be magnified without limit. Within the Finger Realm, a female cult follower, desperate to save her family trapped inside, is forced to bow her head to a man. She even prepares herself to accept demands that are nearly humiliating. Just as the situation is about to spiral out of control, Shuri suddenly appears. Without hesitation, she strikes with a single blow, sending the man straight back to the real world, and completely cutting off his chance to do any further harm. Immediately afterward, Grandfather uses teleportation to leave the Finger Realm with Shuri, vanishing from that space entirely. The woman does not give up. She tries to communicate with Shuri, hoping to rely on Shuri's unique abilities to save her parents, who have already become administrators. But Shuri, knowing nothing about the truth, ultimately refuses after being persuaded by her grandfather. After the woman leaves, Grandfather and Shuri return home, only to discover the corpse of an administrator long since dead, a being that had completely dissipated due to energy depletion. After a brief moment of reflection, Shuri realizes that danger is closing in. She leaves a letter for Xiao Zhen and her brother, warning them that this place is no longer safe. Meanwhile, the female cult follower returns to her organization, but does not tell the leader the true identities of her family. Instead, she vaguely hints that there may be more than one administrator. Intrigued, the cult leader decides to verify this theory himself. He ties up a forbidden individual in a chair, presses a blade against the person's throat, and deliberately violates the rules of the Finger Realm. As expected, an administrator soon appears. Seeing that the administrator is small in stature, one of the followers scoffs, kicks it away, and even begins to mock it openly. But the arrogance lasts only moments. A far more terrifying, gigantic figure appears in the sky, and the follower is killed on the spot. Only then does the woman realize that the small administrator was her younger brother, and the massive presence above was her father. She forces herself to remain calm and pretend ignorance, placing her final hope on Shuri. At the same time, Shuri finds her kidnapped father. Grandfather immediately teleports them away, and the three manage to escape safely. Meanwhile, the brother and Xiao Zhen, having just left the supermarket, are spotted by cultists who had appeared before. When they return home, they find the house completely ransacked, and the note Shuri left behind has been taken. The cultists hiding in the shadows suddenly launch an attack. Xiao Zhen narrowly escapes death. Thanks to her brother's quick reaction, she manages to flee, while he stays behind to fight the cultist head-on. In the chaos, the brother successfully kills his attacker, but once again becomes separated from Xiao Zhen. In a world filled with danger yet frozen in total stillness, the brother's mind begins to collapse. His soul starts to separate from his body, on the verge of transforming into a new administrator. At the critical moment, Shuri arrives just in time, striking him with a single blow that pulls him back into reality, and prevents the tragedy from unfolding. The lost Xiao Zhen is discovered by the female cult follower. She then seeks out Shuri, using Xiao Zhen's life as leverage, to beg Shuri to save her family. After learning the full truth of the woman's experiences, Shuri ultimately agrees. The woman repeatedly attempts to create killing intent, pretending she is about to harm innocent people, yet she can never truly bring herself to do it, and the administrator never appears. Only when Shuri's father acts personally, forming a clear and genuine intent to kill, does the administrator finally descend once more.